Small Town Scuttlebutt.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Yeah,
cheers. Cheerio. It's good to be back.
Yeah, you've been gone.
But not forgotten.
Yeah,
Never.
no, you were. You're on. Okay, so we talked about this. What we can and cannot talk about with a court case.
High-profile court case that cannot be named, nor can I discuss any of the details. However, what I can discuss, I always try to walk that line. And this is perfectly fine. What I can discuss is my experience leading up to and including the events of that day as it sort of happened to unfold before me. Just no details specifically.
Can you talk about
particular case?
why, or not why? Can you talk about what your role in this experience is?
I am a professional witness.
Okay.
And that is simply all I can say.
Okay.
Got
When you
it.
say that day, what do you mean that day? Jury selection, going up to the witness stand.
So I've been sequestered, which basically means everything that we've just discussed, and that started on the 25th. Now, from that day forward, if people are talking about the case, details, etc., I actually have to remove myself from.
Thank God. Hey, Liz, you know what I saw in the news?
I have a Google alert set up for this case.
Oh, boy.
So, anyway, they said that they would call me, 24 to 48 hours in advance just so I'd be prepared, 24 hours. I'm in the middle of the busiest spring market, and it's like, hey, here you go. Tomorrow you got to report. So I did not want to miss it, and nobody had called me, and I know that the thing is starting on the 25th, so I show up.
Oh, but they didn't tell you to show up? You were just like,
me.
hey, I'm here.
Exactly.
Oh,
how it
my
went.
God.
And so they're kind of like, what are you doing here? And I was like, it started on the 25th. I didn't want to be late. So
I want to spill the beans. Let's
I,
go.
as someone who loves punctuality and fearing that I'm not going to be present for like a really important moment, I really admire your commitment. But I do have to laugh that like you didn't think that as someone who's a professional witness in a case that the people responsible for making sure you show up would reach out to you and be like, Evan, it's really important.
This was my first sign that they actually knew what they were doing.
Right.
And that I did not.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
So anyway, they sent me home. And anyway, so I go home, and a couple days later, they ended up calling me. But it's like my whole life is on hold for like a 48-hour period. And it just keeps moving with me. Every day that they don't call, it's like I've got people calling me to come see their house. I've got, people that need to see houses, and all this stuff is happening.
It's opportunity cost. Like you're losing money like as the days go by.
So trying to navigate that while this is all going on is damn difficult. So I finally get the call, and now I'm all excited. Now I was really excited on the 25th. But now I'm moderately excited.
Okay.
Because, again, my life, the upheaval and all that stuff.
What are you so excited about?
The process. I mean, this is like a big deal.
It's cool to be part of a high profile
and just
thing.
Like the experience of what this is going to be like. I thought, I thought.
So you're curious. Your curiosity. Totally. You're along for the ride.
This is
when it's happening.
This is an experience that most people will never experience.
Yeah.
Right. And so for that, I'm totally intrigued. And then obviously the elements of the case, which they can't. When you're sequestered, I can't even I don't even hear any of the other testimony or any of that stuff. So once all of this stuff comes out and it all unfolds, it's going to be fascinating. But just to be sort of involved in that in some form or fashion is really intriguing. So yeah, I'm intrigued.
So were you, when you
curious
got up to take the stand, were you nervous?
So all right, so I'm going into this. I have never met a microphone I don't love. As you know.
We know that.
So
did you do a sound check when you sat down on the witness stand? Like, check 1, 2, Evan Walsh reporting for duty.
Who opened for you?
I'm getting up, just trying to get just right, and I don't want it to pop with the peas, you know. But anyway, so when I get in there at like 8:30 in the morning, And basically, they introduce me to whoever I need to meet, and then some witness. Oh, so the Karen Reed thing is going on at the same time. So this is like,
wild.
Everybody there is like battening down the hatches for chaos. So somebody came in. I don't know who it was. Perhaps it was in the Karen Reed thing. And so they told me to go sit down in the hallway by the vending machines on the bench. And I was like, okay, I'll go sit there. And then I kind of heard like maybe I might be one of the first witnesses that they may call. Didn't happen. So I'm sitting on this bench looking at the vending machines with no idea when they're going to call me. And I was there from 8:30 to 9:30 to 10:30 to 11:30.
It's the airplane all over again.
I know. I was like, things happen in threes.
Yes.
I can't hear what's going to be next.
To 12:30.
Oh my God.
wow.
And so, can you
the
have your
day.
phone, or do they not allow you to have any type of electronic devices?
Yeah, no, I had the phone.
Okay.
And I didn't realize I could get on the guest Wi-Fi for like 2.5 hours.
All that time, nothing to do. This didn't dawn on him. Like,
No. And I literally, I could tell you, I measured every inch of the crown molding
Oh my
in that
God.
place. I know every marking on the marble floor. I saw people walk by me like 3 or 4 times, right? And they're asking other people if they want coffee. And I'm just like, can I get some coffee? and they're like, oh, no. And so then
Shut up, witness. Stay on this bench by the vending machines.
So I'm in there, and I literally, I am not talking to anybody. There's no one there. I'm honest. It's like I'm just in isolation. So after sitting for 4 hours, now they call me up, and we get to well, first of all, they missed the window for calling me. They didn't know where I was. But I had been sitting in the exact same spot since I got there.
So they didn't know where you were.
Yeah, they called me, apparently, and nobody knew where I was.
Okay, so were you in the right spot?
I was in the same spot that I was in from
Like
the
a
beginning.
potted plant.
Yeah.
It didn't move.
The bench has my ass cheeks.
Oh my God.
In it. But so I hear I hear high heels.
It was Liz.
Yeah.
I hear high heels
God
running
damn it,
down,
Evan.
running down the hallway. The poor lady, she's just run down 2 flights of stairs. She's out of breath, and she's like, they need you upstairs. And I was like, okay. So now I go running. I haven't talked to anybody. I'm running up the stairs. And we get to the top of the stairs, and one of the guys up there, I don't know what he would be called, but he's basically like, they've called someone else. You need to wait out here. So I'm like,
Bull.
Oh my
from-
God. Yes.
Was he tall?
From Night
bald?
Court.
Yeah.
It's a real timely reference.
I know. God.
I got it though.
Our audience knows. Yeah.
That's my favorite song. I love it. So they tell me to go wait in this other courtroom and not to talk to anyone and keep my phone off, yada, yada, yada. So then another 15 to 20 minutes goes by, and then they call me. They're like, they're ready for you. So I'm going in, and I'm a little amped up at this point, because I've been waiting for so long. And the bailiff comes in. He kind of like brings me around, and I see there's like, it's a smaller courtroom because they've moved everyone to provide the bigger courtroom for the Karen Reed trial.
Oh, right.
And
You stage B.
Oh, stage B, maybe C, who knows? So we get in there, and it is so quiet you could hear a pin drop. There is not a sound, and I come walking in, and I'm like, at first I'm kind of like, okay. And then I come walking out, and I could feel the jurors' breath on my face. That's how close they were.
Oh my God.
And then all of the other individuals in the courtroom. There's probably, I don't know, maybe like 50 to 75 people in this particular room. And it's tight quarters, okay? And it is a very intimate setting, very tight. And then I get up and I get onto the stage. Into the stand. The stand. I'm sorry.
Jesus.
I get
Not a
onto the
performance,
stand.
Evan.
I'm ready for my solo.
Wait, can I do that again?
Pardon me. I'm gonna work on that entrance one more time.
One more. I need a Perrier.
Oh, boy. And so I sit down and I pull the microphone to my face. I'm asked a question, and I do the oath.
Swear on the Bible.
And then I was like, and
so it was
like,
very nerve-wracking.
Holy
Why?
shit! I hadn't opened my mouth for 4 hours, and now suddenly I'm kind of thrust into this. Now you
the
got to
spotlight.
talk, and just being involved in that environment is just wild.
Now let me ask, because I know we can't talk about exactly what the trial is, but it's high profile.
Yeah.
There's a lot of emotion involved. Were there people, I guess, supporters on either side present in the courtroom? Could you feel like an emotion radiating from?
The emotion came strictly through the silence.
Okay.
I feel like the silence was enough to kind of provide the impact that this whole thing.
You felt the gravity of it. Okay.
Yeah, and that's about it. I don't know who was who or whatever. But yeah, I mean, it was like, what originally started out as like, this is going to be sort of a maybe not fun, but kind of an exciting experience for, whatever way, instantly hit me as like, holy shit, this is the real deal. So I was as professional as I could be in answering the questions,
Did you hand the judge a business card before you left? Just seems like just what you do.
One for you, one for you,
Some
one
merch
for you.
for the defense
Honestly,
attorney.
I did bring a whole bunch of business cards, but not for the courtroom.
Every bulletin board in that courtroom
Right?
has Evan's face on it.
Now, how much prep did they put you through, or any, before you?
So I met with the district attorney a couple of times, and my guess is that to make sure that my story is consistent.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it. That actually was not. I mean, there was nothing really nerve-wracking about that.
Right.
Just having a conversation. But this is like, it's a different level of intensity, I should say.
How long do you think this is going to go on? What's the timetable?
I really can't say. Who knows? I mean, it could be 2 weeks. It could be over next week. I have no idea. Maybe a month. No idea.
Well, what about your involvement specifically?
My involvement at this point is done. I would have to get called back.
Yeah.
But it felt like, and again, I can't, without getting into the details, it felt like my role or job was done.
Yep.
And, at this point, hopefully.
Okay, so you should not have to be called back, but something could come up,
You never know.
and then
Yeah.
they'll have to talk to you again.
I don't watch a lot of trials.
Yeah.
So I'm not like you where you sink your teeth into it, pick it apart from every angle.
Get a bottle of wine and a blanket.
Yeah. Settle in.
Yeah, you're going to be here for a while.
So I don't really know how these things necessarily play out, but I would assume that unless something came up that maybe to me it feels like everything is a negotiation, right?
Yes.
Sort of like one side, and this is in general. One side takes one stand, the other side takes another stand, and then they kind of like negotiate back and forth until the jury settles in on what they believe is sort of the right call, right?
Yep.
And so unless
OJ is innocent.
yeah.
This call of the game is brought to you by
Budweiser, Minute Maid, the Juice Man. Anyway, drink milk because OJ will kill you. Yeah. So
Fascinating.
Here's another.
Yes.
This was another thing that was really interesting. You'll get a kick out of this, Rick. You especially.
Oh,
'cause
right.
Of all the prison stuff. I'm sitting there. I'm like 2 to 3 hours into my thing, right? Just wondering when I'm going to get called, and all of a sudden I hear ka-ching, 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 and I'm like, holy shit, they're bringing him out, and it wasn't the person.
The person. Mhm.
But it was a convict. And
Leg chains and everything?
orange jumpsuit, leg chains, waist chains, and cuffs, and he's ka-ching, ka-ching.
He's just missing the Hannibal Lecter mask.
An intense-looking individual. Let me tell you. All right, like
Do
a
you
little,
talk some shit to
like
him?
a little pitbull. But once
What's up, you pansy?
Once
Orange isn't your color.
he comes around the corner, and I'm like, this is a serious dude.
Right.
And so anyway, I just put on my meanest face. And I just stared at the vending machine. I'm looking at the Oreo cookies, just like pissed, I'm like, anyway. But then I hear the people come back with the chains in their hand, and now I'm like, this guy's free. He's free somewhere.
He's running loose.
I don't know where the hell he is. So now I'm like kind of sitting on edge. That was the most excitement that I had during the day.
At least they weren't running with the chains going, run!
Yeah, save yourself.
He's right behind us.
And I forgot the most important part. I saw Karen Reed.
You did?
Yeah. I was in the hallway, and as I'm walking down the hallway, she comes out to like grab notes or something. And this is, like you said, they're doing the juror selection for that one.
Yeah.
And so she comes out, she winks at me, and
No,
then
she doesn't.
Yeah, she sure did.
Liar.
Oh yeah.
And you gave her a business card.
Right. Yeah, she did have to sell her house to pay her legal fees, so she will
boy.
need someplace to live, Evan, when this is all over.
Right. Karen, I'm here for you. Real estate. For real estate.
For real estate.
Taller than I expected.
Oh,
Yeah, because she looks very diminutive
Yeah.
on camera.
Yeah, I wonder if they
Interesting.
do that intentionally.
Maybe, yeah. You're small, frail, weak.
My friend. Anyway, that's all. That is all.
That's fascinating. Well, we very much look forward, as I'm sure our listeners do, to when this is all over and you can give us like the real deal behind the scenes scuttlebutt.
Yeah, like I'm wondering, do you have a lot of that stuff that you're just, I wish I could say this? Is there a pile of that?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going on a book tour after this is all done, and I'm gonna bring.
That's gonna be a bestseller,
Right?
From the guy who was called up after sitting on a bench for 4 hours in front of a vending machine. This guy was so important.
I'm telling you, it's a lot more intriguing than what
It is.
Oh, I'm
fun.
sure.
Yeah, I was on one for a criminal case. Where it was about a traffic stop, but
Oh, right.
it was a 2 hour. It was a 2 hour process of just the case and really make this was a person.
Yeah.
Let's get this right. This wasn't not. We're not talking about was that a touchdown? Was that in the strike zone?
Right.
We're like, is this guy getting 6 months in jail or is he gonna go out? So. And now you've got, we can't talk about it.
Yeah.
In fact, I can't believe I have not screwed it up. That's what
I
I've been.
mean, I know I'm like terrified.
I've been rather quiet.
Of causing a mistrial.
Yeah, no, Rick has been awfully quiet.
Because every time I have a question locked in the chamber, I'm like, dude, that's about
Right.
the case.
Yeah.
All right, so we're good. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Because
Cool.
that's great.
Fascinating.
Yeah,
because
that's it. The Karen Reed was sort of the highlight
Yeah.
of that whole thing.
did you ask her? Did you get her like a little like Karen? Can you just say, "Hi, I'm Karen Reed, and you're listening to Small Town Scuttlebutt."
Oh my God, that would have been awesome.
No, but
You guys are killing it.
So she had a couple of my friends had run into her in the seaport and got their picture taken with her.
Oh my God.
And they were like, so anyway, I wanted to say, hey, my friend, she has a side business as like karma therapy and all that stuff.
Oh.
And she calls herself the Karma Queen. So I wanted to be like, yo, Karen, the Karma Queen says what's up. But I chose not to.
You chose not. That was wise. Yeah.
That's funny. All right. Well,
Anyway.
good. All right. What's going on with you? Anything
Yeah.
exciting?
So my oldest Will got his driver's license last weekend,
Okay.
which is exciting and terrifying all at the same time.
Is he driving your car, his own car, or Dan's car?
He's insured to drive both. He mostly drives mine. So he went Saturday morning and went to West Roxbury to this train station. That's where he was taking his test. And he was like so nervous on the way there. And I said to him, I go, did you tell people that you were taking your road test today? He goes, yeah. I go, that was a mistake. And he said, why? I go, what if you fail? And he's like, I'm not going to fail, Mom. I go, I'm just saying, like, deep breath, like take a deep breath before they ask you to do anything, like, whatever. So we get there. The test was 5 minutes long, if that.
Wow, bravo.
And I'm like, they are just going to judge you on a 5-minute ride around a West Roxbury neighborhood and be like, here you go, son. Have at it.
I am not surprised.
I was floored.
Was
Yeah.
it okay? You got a mass license when you were a kid,
Yeah,
right?
like 100 years ago.
What was it like?
I don't remember, but I swear to God, if you asked me how long do you think your road test was, I would have been like at least 20, 30 minutes,
Yeah.
which I'm sure it wasn't, but like 5?
I remember specifically.
You do?
Yes, Mr. Laporte, George Laporte. He was the guy, and my friend Jason Dominguez Bragdon was the only dude who I saw get the the brake pedal you saw.
Oh, during his test?
No, during just driving.
Oh, during the instruction. Okay.
And Mr. Laporte was a very cool, calm, collected guy, but I mean, he was pissed. Like, I don't know what. I was sitting in the back. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Like, it was just spacing out.
Yeah.
Which kids can do.
I know.
Yeah. So I want more than a 5-minute thing.
Yeah, well, that was sort of my thought. I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah.
My test in New Hampshire involved parallel parking.
Yeah.
Diagonal
He had to do
parking. Regular parking. All that parking.
Yeah.
Right? Then you had to back into something. You had to get on the highway, get off the highway.
You did?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yep. You had to show how you get on and off a highway, how to merge in lanes.
That's smart.
Damn.
Everything. But that wasn't good enough. My dad was like, you know what they don't teach you is how to use a map and find out how to get from point A to point B. So we have an assignment. I want you to take us from Concord to Sanbornville, and you can't use Route 114 because there's a detour.
Oh,
and
that's smart.
We have to be back
Wow.
by 3. I'm like, okay, Dad, I can totally fuck that up. And we drove all over the place, and he's just like, my son's a fucking moron.
Yeah.
But it forced you to like, okay, wait.
To focus, right?
Yep.
I know.
Pay attention to like the bigger picture.
That's a really good idea. I like that a
Actually,
lot.
It is
Yeah.
actually not a bad idea too.
Yeah.
The whole navigation.
Yeah,
but now,
totally.
although is that a lost skill? Like
No. What if?
Well,
you
yeah,
have,
it is. Like, because we have Apple CarPlay in my car, so he can plug his phone in, and the map pops up on the screen.
Yep.
So, like, he's
But
just
what if
following.
You got
know what I
someone
mean?
talk to you.
Yeah.
Take a left up
But
here.
what if you're at a concert and you lose your phone? Now you gotta find out how do you get back from Mansfield to Medfield?
Probably find a police officer or call your mom and dad. I don't know.
Yeah, right. Like you don't want that. Who wants their kid calling? You know. I think that's an awesome skill.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that to my daughter.
Yeah, I'll do it with my kids too.
So, of course, we get home, and he's like all jazzed to go take the car. And essentially, like, he was in and out of the house, like, multiple times that day, like, just driving around or whatever. And at, like, 6:30.
Mom, can I go do the groceries? Mom,
Yeah,
you need
I,
anything?
like, sent him on an errand.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't feel like going to get cookie dough for your sister and her friend to bake cookies. Like, can you go get it? Yeah.
You already hear the car.
Totally.
Oh, that's amazing.
So at like 6:37, he's like, I'm going to go meet my friends at Legacy Place. I said, okay, fine. Now he is, as we've discussed on the podcast, his curfew's midnight. Now, technically speaking, he cannot be driving after 12:30 because he's on his, what they call a JOL, junior operator's license. So he has to be off the road by 12:30. So Dan and I were willing to give him like a little leeway past the midnight curfew because it's his first time with his license. He's out with his friends. They went to the movies and whatnot. But like 12:15 rolls around, 12:20 rolls around. And I was like, Danny, where is he? Because obviously we can track him. He said he's in Dedham. Clearly not going to make the 12:30 curfew. So 12:45, he pulls in.
This is the first time, man. Uh-oh.
And he comes in the house, and we're sitting there, and we go, you're late. And he looks at us with a straight fucking face and goes, I've been in the garage for like 20 minutes just texting my friends. I go, we just saw you pull in, stupid. And I go, look, this is one time only. I said, you are not insured after 12:30 a.m. God forbid anything happened to you. We're losing this house. I don't want to have this conversation again. And I said something to him that my mother said to me decades ago. And that, my friend, is driving is a privilege, not a right. And we can take that privilege away anytime. Woo. Good night.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
I say the same thing about life
Right.
with my daughter. Your life is a privilege.
So he blew the curfew. He blew it by yours by 45 minutes.
Yeah.
That's egregious.
Well, no, 15 minutes.
So,
No,
his
yours.
curfew's midnight. Him as an individual. But technically,
by the law.
by the law, he
Yeah.
can't be driving after
Give an inch,
12:30.
they take a mile,
Right,
Liz.
I will,
And you gave
exactly.
and you're letting him off with a warning.
But, yep, I gave him one-time warning. That's it.
What happens next time?
And as I get the car, we'll figure out for how long. But
Yeah, I feel like he needs to know what's coming.
yes,
So
like-
you gave a verbal warning.
we did give a verbal warning.
Perhaps a written warning. that he has to sign.
A summons.
Send the message.
He has to pay it by 30 days.
Right.
Just give him a fee.
Not bad. Not a bad idea. I like it.
I know. So, yeah, so this is just a whole new phase of parenting for me.
I don't think you're going to have to deal with that curfew thing again because
think so.
nothing is more important to a kid than their independence.
Oh,
at
my
this-
God. Yeah.
He was so psyched. Driving down 95. 65 in the middle lane, of course. 10 and 2. Or I think 9 and 3, they say. Whatever.
Is that right?
I think they've changed it. Also, you can
you're
do
right.
you can do hand over hand now, apparently,
Yes.
on your turns.
Because-
Back then, that was no.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like, I don't. Yeah. Anyway.
All right. So that's what's going on with me. What's
Okay.
going on with you, Rick?
Okay, I have a quick. Am I the asshole?
Yes.
And it involves me. And
Oh my God.
and I'll just preface this with totally a first world problem. And I know there are people in the world that have much more concerning issues than where your neighbors' landscapers park their vehicles.
Oh my!
But,
This has been like the bane of your existence. I feel like for years.
Liz, it's landscaping season.
I know.
They're back. And
I
it's
know.
like,
I passed them on. They're across the street from your house right now.
across the street.
Yeah.
I solved the problem. I win. I got. They were on my side last week.
Oh.
But okay, so the history is it all started many years ago when this guy who he had leathery tan skin, big guy, no shirt, cigarettes, bleached blonde hair, right around his lawnmower, and like 5 houses in the neighborhood hired him because he was pretty cheap, and he just park in front of my house and then hit all. So he's there all day in front of my house. Now this guy has got like the random cigarette butt would end up on my thing. He's unloading his gas cans and crap and fill. I'm like, dude, this is not the job site. Like,
Right,
that's
right.
my curb appeal. Like, so I said to him, maybe you could move it up the road for those logical reasons. And he said, well, this is a public road. You can park here. And I said, you're right. So he offloaded his stuff and started mowing some guy's lawn. Now he's got the tailgate of his, trailer down, right? So I went and I got my car and I pulled up and put my front bumper over it, like so the wheels are just like touching it, right? So he can't lift it or load it because he said you can park here.
Well, yeah.
So I'm like,
You're like, what? Good point.
I'm like, Eureka! Well, I was always using the garage and the driveway. And I was like, the options were getting kind of boring. I was looking for something crazy. I was going to go to the neighbor's park. No, you just nailed it right here. So I put it right there. The guy, and I was outside just, no verbal communication. It's all
Just watching.
just chest moves.
Yeah.
I put my van here. I put my car here, So I know what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to get in your truck and drag your tailgate about 30, 40 feet up the road to the neighbor, which is where he went. And then I went. And then I moved just up a little bit more just to be like, and I am standing my ground. Like, this is it. And I started, we're clear? We're good? He's like, yeah.
So that was that the last time he parked in front of your property?
Yes, because then I emailed all those neighbors and told them that this fat, leathery, smoking, swearing, sweaty sack of
Monkey shit.
Was just being a douche, and they all fired him.
Wow.
No way.
Yeah.
I can't imagine like how much income that guy lost just because he was a douche.
Well,
boy.
it went for about maybe like, to be honest, probably about like 3 weeks of just like, this guy's just a slob. And it's
Well
almost
done,
like,
Rick.
Yeah.
Now the guy's down on methadone mile,
Good. Bye.
sleeping in a sleeping
Yeah,
bag.
well, good
All
thing.
because of you.
Terrific. I don't live on methadone mile, so good for him. So anyway, fast forward. I've always thought I was in the right. That's, it is a public street, but also the professional courtesy would be park in the front of the house that you're working on.
Yeah.
Right? My plumber doesn't park in front of your house when he's doing work.
Yeah.
Right? I don't get the logic. The problem is every year people recycle and go through and get a new landscaper. And then that new landscaper shows up and it's like, it should be an industry standard. My argument is landscapers, park your shit in front of the house that you're working on.
Yeah, I
End of
don't
story.
understand that.
Like, why is that so hard? So this time I'm like, I'm not going to get into the confrontation. I'm looking at these people. I'm like, you know what I'll do? I'll just call the office. I'm not even going to talk to my neighbor. Neighbor doesn't want to deal with this.
Right.
This is such a trivial. Rick, I want to punch myself in the face for being mad at this, but it's just. I have a nice front yard. I don't want to see your rakes and your lawnmowers and shit all over it. So get out of here. So, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Don't you
absolutely.
agree?
Oh,
Yes.
Sure. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, do you think I'm an asshole for calling the company and saying, "Would you guys mind just parking in front of your own thing?"
Well, are they doing like six houses here?
They might do 2,
Eh.
but they complied. They said okay, and then they complied and moved on.
I don't think you're an asshole for that. Because in theory, like maybe some different folks would show up, different workers would show up on a weekly basis. So like calling the office probably makes more sense than you trying to deal directly with whoever's showing up.
I think it's kind of it's totally crazy to me that they would park in front of your house.
Yeah.
When they're not mowing your lawn.
Completely.
That's bizarre.
All right, I'm thankful that you guys are supporting that because I have been under the impression that, well, first of all, we have to go back to this is a very douchey thing to complain about. What's going on?
No, I don't. I mean, I'm the first person to call you out on being a douche. I don't think it's a douchey
Really?
thing to complain about. Like knowing how much, and you know how much my husband cares
Yes.
about our property and our lawn. He would have done the same thing. He would have been bullshit if like someone was wrecking our curb appeal, if someone was unloading their equipment on our property or close to our property. And like you mentioned, kind of like the gas cans and like that could potentially damage your lawn. Like I think you're well within your right to complain about that.
Yeah, and there's obviously a history here of you,
Yes.
with the other guy who ruined it for everyone.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But I also have to ask you, what if, let's say you have two houses that you got to do. Or, no, let's go back to the guy that has 6. He parks in front of the first house that he has to do, right? And he mows that lawn, and then he kind of just takes the lawnmower to the next house. At what point should he move the car?
Yes, that is a great one because there's a. I didn't have to call the police because a neighbor did because he was so sick of 3 riders driving about 0.2 of a mile down our street from one end to the other. These things are not licensed vehicles for the road. They're loud. They go 4 miles an hour, and they are just
They're polluting the air.
They're polluting. Yes, exactly. Yes. Most importantly.
Yes, we've got children riding their bikes
yes.
on these
Oh,
streets.
boy.
Yeah. Last thing they need is to get chopped up to bits by the lawnmower propeller. No, but yeah, that whole riding thing, while they're carrying like a trash barrel, I'm like, what is going on? This is a public road. This is a road. I drive here. That's my mailbox. What the hell? So yeah, I feel like there's so much going on in the world, and I'm so fortunate, and this is what's grinding my gears today. I'm blessed. Is what I'm telling myself. I'm blessed that I'm politely calling these people and asking them to perhaps park in front of the house that is the actual job site.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what should they should move the truck every time they go to the next house? They have like 6 houses in a row. They should move the truck each time.
Yes. Yep. Because you know what you're doing? You're doing it for you, the client. I mean, you're doing it for. This is benefiting you, the business guy.
Sure.
You're not here to benefit you.
That's a good
at
point.
the expense of the client.
Yeah.
Right. You got to give them the value. You give them professional courtesy of we are now at your house, giving you our full undivided. We don't have their stuff over at Larry's. Shit. Hey, go back to Larry's. No, we have. Yeah. Industry standards.
Good point.
Landscapers, take your crap, pack it up, move it, even if it's just next door.
That's a good point. So any landscape owners out there, you want to really set yourself apart from the competition? There you go.
Yeah.
Rick's tips.
Don't park in front of my house. All right. Do we want to do Mike's?
Yes, we should do show notes, right?
Mike, yeah. Do you have them on your phone?
Oh,
Like he
I don't
emailed
think-
them, right?
Oh, he did?
Yeah, you didn't see it.
No.
He mailed it to you, right?
I don't recall.
I'm the
I
only
do
one
not
that.
recall.
I mean, who did? I don't.
Am
Does he
I-
even have my email address?
Am I the only one that got this?
Let me see.
Well, now we're all. Oh, this is.
Now we're all frantically looking at our
one's
emails.
Frantic.
This is the riveting part of. Okay, I'll
No,
read
I
them.
didn't get anything.
Okay, well, Evan even said hilarious.
I did say
You
hilarious.
did? Where?
All right,
Yeah.
there it goes. Ready? STS.
All right. Well,
Yeah, you're right. Sorry, Liz, you're
Oh.
not on here.
all right, Mike. I'm not going to take that personally or anything.
Don't worry, Mike takes things personal. Listen to
Do you want it?
Sure.
All right, here it is. I didn't want to be responsible to read it. All right. And you're so much better.
All right. Hello, Liz and Evan. not Rick.
That sounds like my 8-year-old daughter's note to me when she goes, like, I love you, Mom, not Dad. Like, after we had a little fight at the tea party.
Right.
Oh, I love it.
All right. During episode 236, Rick made it crystal clear that show notes go too long and, quote, no one gives a fuck where I live. Aw, Mike. Today's show notes will just be a quick breakdown of each host's style in keeping with last week's theme. Liz is a woman with a contemporary aesthetic towards modern fashion. She shows off her sophisticated style, especially with her shoe collection, showcased in the, quote, A Day in Liz's Shoes Reel series on Small Town Scuttlebutt Instagram. I was committed to that. Evan is a man who blends his sophisticated simplicity with premium touches. He just needs a little guidance to wean him away from his affinity for plastic shoes. I concur. No matter how much Rick tries to redefine his style, he tends to go back to his core traits, asshole and blowhard. He does a wonderful job of blending the two together. Best regards, Mike.
Oh, it's brilliant.
With his new title, Manager of Misinformation.
I have to say, regarding your style, Rick, are you wearing new kicks? Are those new sneakers?
No.
No, I like them. They look new. You're
thanks.
doing a good job of keeping them clean.
Yeah, I am. And I have crease. Remember we talked about
Crease
protectors?
protectors?
Yeah.
Are you wearing them?
Of course.
Oh, my God.
What?
So,
And you know why I have them? Because
Why?
of the story we had about Will.
oh, yeah,
getting
and the
them.
sneakers. Yes.
Yep. And I'm like,
so,
and then I was talking to Charlie, my now 11-year-old son, and he was talking about
yeah, Brady has them in his Nike Dunks, but they're so painful that they're causing blisters on his pinky toes.
Ooh.
And I go, just stop wearing them. He goes, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
And I was like, you inherited my ability to grind through painful footwear.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a true
It's wild.
testament.
It is.
Do you think it's genetic evolution? Do you
It
think
might
you're
be.
maybe a little bit better than Evan and I?
I mean,
I mean,
yeah.
my
but
my dogs are killing me, and I can't hack it.
Hey, speaking of evolution, are women's feet shaped differently?
I mean, they're narrower. What do you mean? Like,
yeah,
for
I wonder, like,
The whole
because of
body. I don't know if you've noticed.
anatomically speaking, we're
Yeah.
very different.
but from wearing different shoes. You think that's made the
Have you ever tried to put on,
evolutionary
dude?
change? No, I have never.
Go
tried
put your
to
wife's
on-
shoes on. You answered your own question. Look,
How often
get
do
back
you
to
wear?
an intelligent conversation? Anyway, hey, Liz, I saw this court case in the news today. I'd love to just talk about.
You're right, Mike. He's an asshole.
And what else?
A blowhard.
A blowhard.
No, Mike is a great guy. Mike is one of the greatest guys. Mike, you're the man. No, Mike's one of the guys. Like, I'll be 75 and we'll still be
Hanging out
and
calling each other assholes and blowhards.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's right. Okay, well that's good.
Any crazy stories with your time with Mike?
Yeah.
No, we already. That's over, man.
Oh.
We already did that.
My apologies.
Yeah, why don't you go listen to a former episode that you didn't make? I mean, at least be, if you're not going to be a host, be a listener.
My apologies.
All right, so I guess we can move on to we would do ads, but right now we're kind of like in a lull between. I always do the 6-month ad buy, and then
Yep.
I lazily coast for a while because I don't like asking for
I
money.
know.
Sure.
And it's
So we're coasting right now.
we are like when we got a new value add, I'll go out. So right now we're just kind of coasting through, and we've got 4 solid ride or die advertisers.
Okay.
Perez Martial Arts.
Yeah.
And we got APC Pest Control.
Yeah.
And we've got
Winslow
Royal
Design.
Pizza.
Winslow Design, and we have Royal Pizza, and those are our 4. And they're great. And I just like that they have been with us for 5 years.
It's pretty incredible.
I know.
Well, not Winslow. They jumped on, but the credit to them, Winslow.
But they haven't jumped off.
No, they haven't. No, but they're like, you know what? Oh yeah, you know what it's like. Like you got the Ghostbusters, and then you get like the next like the addition to the team. You get that extra
right.
character that
Yes.
jumps on. Like that's Winslow Design because they called and asked.
Aw,
Can we get on this thing?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
it is awesome.
Yeah, that's cool. So it's nice to have. And they're all local, but they can do work. Oh, and also Evan Walsh Team Real Estate.
Oh, well, thank
through
you.
trade, through your pro bono services, we like to throw you a bone and say,
Thank you.
Evan,
Thank you.
Yeah, Evan Walsh. If you cross paths with him, you'll know it because he'll stop and talk to you. And slip like 4 business cards into your pockets. Okay. So anyway, that's all I want to say about advertisers. But maybe just some sort of acknowledgement, for the next couple of weeks in the middle. About whoever you want. I got to call APC. I got an ant. I saw an ant.
Oh boy.
Yeah, tis the time of year. We usually get them out at our house too, and they take care of it.
Yeah.
So
you know why? Because everything is wet, and they love it when it's wet. They sure do.
All right.
APC loves it when it's wet too, because that's when the ants come. They all come when it's wet. Hopefully you don't get too many, but
Bukkake events.
yeah.
Oh my God.
Did you see? All right, that's the first time anyone's ever referenced Aunt Bukkake. I'm going to say it twice. All right. What are we talking about? Airline stuff.
Yeah, so
Let's get into it.
I've got 5 minutes left, boys. So
How does this happen? How do we get to the thing?
Exciting conversation.
It's fine. It's
I
fine.
can save the story for next time, or we can quickly get into it. Whatever you want to do.
It's I think we had a good show today.
Yeah.
This will be a kicker.
Cool.
Can you give us a teaser?
Oh, she's just gonna get into it.
You know what? Do you want me to do the story, or do you want to wait till next time?
I thought you could.
Do it quickly.
Yeah.
Okay.
5 minutes. You think we can bang it out?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
So the reason why I thought this story was interesting because I feel like it encapsulates everything about our society today. So this story is about a woman. She was. It takes place in Brazil. They were flying from one Brazilian city to another. I love the smirk on Evan's face because when I said Brazil, I know exactly what you're thinking.
Well, do you?
So the title of the article: Flyer who went viral after refusing to give seat to crying child sues the airline and the passenger who filmed them. So I'm just going to give you the Reader's Digest version of the story. This woman on a flight, 50-minute flight. She boards her plane. She sees that there's a child sitting in the window seat that she paid for. So she says to the mom, that's my seat. And so the child moves and the woman rightfully takes her seat. For the next 50 minutes, this woman was filmed by another passenger. Early reports stated that it was the mother of the child filming her, but it wasn't. It was another passenger filmed this woman in her window seat that she paid for, berating her for not giving up her seat to a child. And the mother can be heard in the background saying, I don't know why she wouldn't give up her seat for my son. Oh. Is there something wrong with her? And so this went on. The airline stewards, whatever they're called these days, flight attendants, did not intervene. And the woman stayed calm the entire time. She said, please don't film me. I don't want to be filmed. Mm-hmm. That was it. And so this went on for the entire flight. Whoever took that video then posted it online with the intent to shame this woman. Backfired in spectacular fashion.
Oh, good.
Yes.
So this woman she was a banker. Her Instagram followers skyrocketed to 2 million and she started getting brand deals.
No way.
And she went from being a henpecked banker on a 50-minute flight to an Instagram influencer who has since flown private.
Wow.
So the reason why I wanted to bring, because I feel like it says so much about our society, right? Yeah. Entitlement. The mother couldn't understand why this woman didn't want to give up the seat she paid for her child. Mm-hmm. Entitlement. People whipping out their phone at any second to film something.
To be
people publicly
yeah.
shaming,
yep.
posting something online with the intent to publicly shame someone. And then it all comes full circle. And now this woman is a fucking celebrity.
Yeah.
So when my daughter says to me, I don't want to have a boring job like you when I grow up, Mom. I don't know what I'm going to be, but I know I'm going to be famous. She might be right.
Yeah, she might be right.
Because, now this woman, she's flown private. She's getting all these brand deals, blah, blah, blah. She's blown. I don't know how long her 15 minutes of fame is going to last. But that's us as a society.
Yeah. Wow.
I think it'd be great if she is interviewed and talked to about, how did you handled it with such grace and you just knew you played the long game. You thought this out. You outsmarted these knuckleheads. I like that colloquialism. Never argue with an idiot.
Yes,
they'll knock you down to their level and then beat you with experience. She didn't engage with this pretentious mom and this, you know, stupid, I've got to put my nose in other people's
Right.
affairs. I mean, these people are, she's angry, miserable, depressed, disturbed, whatever, and this mom's just entitled. But this woman handled it so well.
Yes.
I'm also, the other part is I'm very angry at the, or disappointed, I should say. Yeah, I'm outraged at this. Ruined my day, Liz. No, I'm disappointed that the flight attendants do anything, but also, like, you know me, I wouldn't have sat there and let it go.
I know.
You know? I mean, I just would not have, I would have done something.
Yeah.
Right.
I would have done something. I would have just
Stood up for what was right. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
As who? As who? You as who would have stood up for some?
As a
would've
fellow passenger.
Yeah, I would have said, "Hey, can you guys knock this off because no one wants to hear it, and your video's getting."
Well, that says something else about society.
Nobody
too, right?
does
Nobody
that.
Right.
wants
Nobody
to
wants to intervene.
Yeah.
Nobody does anything. They'll pull out their phone and record
Exactly.
it. I just saw this stupid thing the other day. It says, "When a famous person unassumingly gets on the NYC subway," and it looked like an old gorilla in a zoo, like just walking towards the tire to flip it one last time before he dies. You know, it was Harrison Ford in a jacket with his hands in his pockets, with his white tousled hair and his glasses, and he was just looking like a grandpa, dad,
Just minding his own business.
minding his own business all by himself, and from 15 feet away.
Yep.
And Harrison was aware because he, you know, look, make eye contact, say nothing, and just go about doing. And he looked back at the camera guy like 3 times in this 90-second video of Harrison Ford getting on the subway, Harrison Ford taking a right, Harrison Ford choosing to stand, not sit.
He's human.
He's standing with his arm on the bar.
Oh, my
Okay,
God.
cool. And video ends. It's like, what the? What?
Yeah.
Hey, you're famous. I don't,
He's seen it so many times.
you're famous. I mean, it kind of comes with the territory.
Yeah.
I welcome it. So when I become famous, you can take all the video of me that you want.
That Core TV appearance is really going to your head.
Listen, who knows?
The only time I would appreciate paparazzi is when I'm coming to or leaving like a venue of an event
Yeah, because then, you
with
know,
a driver, and you know, 2 or 3.
that's something that should be publicized,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Not you getting on the subway.
I don't want to be at the grocery store. I
Right.
don't want, like when Jessica Simpson's in-laws lived
Oh, yeah.
just right down the road. Their backyard and our backyard, we can see each other, and they've got a pool back there and a tennis court. I know that sounded really douchey. Jessica Simpson pool, tennis court right next door. But it was across the Dover line, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But anyway, one morning I was going for a run, and that was the day that she and her family were going back to California, and so the black, you know, big van to escort them.
Yeah.
But yeah,
The
right.
knob. Go on.
She's really short, by the way. She's like 5 foot
Yeah, she's
nothing.
tiny.
Yeah. She's hot too. But anyway, when she was leaving that day, there was a car. You know, like I was going for a run, and there was a car with like a dude had like 7 cameras.
Oh,
paparazzi.
Jesus.
Like these people
In
find
Dover, like in little country town.
Someone got like the flight manifest or
Right.
got tipped off that they're going to be leaving on Saturday morning to Logan. And all he was doing was sitting in the, you know, parked in the street waiting
Yeah.
for that 4 feet of space
Right.
to be filled with a Jessica Simpson with probably a hoodie and sunglasses with a baby held high, like with her back.
Yeah.
Right? Jessica Simpson leaving, you know, in-laws house in a rage.
Yeah. Well, they're all
Divorce
like
in the future.
action shots for the National Enquirer.
Exactly.
you know?
Yes. Yeah.
but such, like that is the
Depression has sunk in for Jessica Simpson. Here she is, leaving a taxi cab.
the only thing I like to see paparazzi photos of that are invasive is Leonardo DiCaprio beach photos because it makes
Oh, God.
me feel
Yes.
good about myself.
Him and his dad bod.
Like you got a good face, but I think I beat you in the torso area,
Right.
Leonardo. I actually do. I will. If I could just have your face, man, just for
And
one
your
day,
talent.
and your hair.
And your ability to get 25-year-old girls
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
All right, I got to go.
All right,
We got to wrap it
bust
up.
out.
All right, Scuttlebuds, thank you guys for listening. If you like what you hear, rate, review, subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube at Small Town Scuttlebutt. And shoot us a note, smalltownscuttlebutt@gmail.com. See ya.
So help me God.